What is up? What is up, YouTube? This is how I roll. I try to do too many things at one time, man. Hey, real quick, man. This ain't gonna be a. This is a vid. I'm just gonna read this title right here. Diddy trial. 50 Cent is mad. Puff stole his girl from him. Really? This is the story you going with, right? This is one of This is one of Diddy lovers, man. I mean, agree to disagree, man. Diddy trial. 50 Cent is mad. Puff stole his girl. And like, how long ago was that happened? Stole the girl? How you steal somebody's girl? Diddy? 50 Cent ain't tripping off of no girl. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, man. This is wild, man. I can't believe how these people rolling, man. That's crazy, man. Oh man, that's crazy, dude. But anyway, to switch gears, man. Get off that Diddy, no Diddy. Get off the Diddy, no Diddy. How y'all doing? What is up? YouTube. Did I do that already? Shout out to Kirk Burrows, man. Oh, I'm still talking about Diddy stuff. We supposed to be on Will Smith and Jada. Boy, Jada Pinkett Smith accused of the unthinkable. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, man. Boy, I was in love with some Jada. When she was doing the movie stuff and doing, just coming out and everything. Oh my God, I thought she was so fine, boy. I thought she was one of the finest little girls. I said, God dang, I would love to get me one of those. Anyway, y'all hit that subscribe. She's still fine, but she just got some issues with her. And y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's see what she done did. What she done tore up. Here we go, y'all.
All right, you guys. Salute everybody tapping on in. Ticket TV, like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on up in the building. Appreciate all of y'all as y'all come on in here. Hold on one second, y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments. Salute to all of y'all, man. Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments. Salute to all of y'all. Y'all come on in the building, y'all already know what's up, man. Like I said, I appreciate all of y'all, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. All right. So, yeah. Y'all can hear me? All right, bet that. Let's get right into it, man. So, estranged wife of Will Smith, the infamous actor, Jada Pinkett, has been accused of some of the unthinkable by Will Smith's friend. Now, for you guys who don't know what's going on, I'm about to tell you right now. According to the report, Jada Pinkett Smith basically, allegedly threatened Will Smith's friend and told him he gonna catch one of them things, right?
What's the
Now,
thing?
To break down what's going on, Will Smith's friend, his name is Bilal Salaam, right? Also known as Brother Bilal, who has publicly described himself as Will Smith's best friend for nearly 40 years. He has worked closely with Will Smith and even included in photos with him in his 2021 memoir, Will. Now, he has made serious claims against Jada Pinkett Smith, and they escalated into a formal filing against her and Los Angeles Superior Court. Now, he's representing himself. Now, he basically accused her of intentional infliction of emotional distress, reputational harm, and related damages, alleging patterns of threats, intimidation, and defamation dating all the way back to 2021. Now, he claims these actions have led to financial losses, health issues, emotional trauma, and derailment of his career, right? So, he had made these allegations in isolation. They build on prior public disputes, including his 2023 interview where he alleged witnessing Will Smith in a sexual act with actor Dwayne Martin, a claim denied by the Smiths' representatives as completely fabricated. Now, Jada Pinkett publicly dismissed that allegation as ridiculous and nonsense on the Breakfast Club in November of 2023, stating that she and Will Smith plan to pursue legal action against Salaam for what she called extortion and malicious lies. Now, no such suit from the Smiths ever materialized to this date, which Salaam cites in his filing as evidence of her false threats to discredit him. Now, he basically accused her in September 2021 of direct death threats and intimidation. Now, during a private birthday party celebration for Will Smith at the Regency Calabasas Commons on September 25, 2021, Salaam alleged that Jada Pinkett Smith confronted him in a hotel lobby accompanied by approximately 7 members of her entourage. She reportedly became verbally aggressive, warning him that if he continued telling her personal business, referring to the disclosures about the private life of those people, that he would end up missing or catch a bullet. Now, she then allegedly demanded he sign an NDA or else. Now, as Salaam apparently left for his car, one of Jada Pinkett's associates allegedly followed him and continued issuing verbal assault threats to him. Now, basically, the confrontation stemmed from his alleged sharing of sensitive information about Jada Pinkett Smith's personal matters with others in Will Smith's circle, and he refused to sign an NDA, viewing it as an attempt to silence him. Now, also, he accused of a retaliatory smear campaign and ongoing threats from March 22 on to now. Now, after Will Smith's infamous slap at the Oscars of Chris Rock in March of 2022 over the joke about Jada Pinkett, actor Dwayne Martin allegedly contacted Salaam to assist with crisis management damage control. Now, Salaam refused, stating that in the lawsuit, he believed the requested tasks were illegal, unethical, and morally compromising, and involved a cover-up or deceptive PR campaign. In retaliation, Jada Pinkett Smith and her inner circle allegedly launched a retaliatory campaign against this man, including threats from Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's associates, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's associates. Now, the escalation of this apparently was the threats intensified when Salaam began writing a whistleblower memoir about his decades with the Smiths. A manager acting on Jada Pinkett's behalf reportedly told him to work something out and end this feud before you get physically hurt. Now, the campaign allegedly publicly or included public discrediting efforts after Salaam's 2023 interview with none other than the infamous Tasha K on YouTube, leading to accusations of extortion against him and severe public ridicule. Now, Salaam alleges that this caused the complete derailment of his personal life and his career, including reputational damage and health deterioration. Now, he also accused him of defamation via false public denial in November of 2023. Now, in response to Salaam's 2023 claim about Will Smith and Dwayne Martin, Jada Pinkett Smith appeared on the Breakfast Club and denied ever witnessing Will in any sexual or intimate behavior with men, calling the story nonsense. Salaam alleges that this was a false statement made with malicious intent to portray his accounts as inaccurate, delusional, or fabricated. He supports this by referencing a viral video he released showing Will Smith allegedly groping actor Alfonso Ribeiro, including his beefcake, his NIPPLE, and his booty, in front of Jada Pinkett Smith and her children, who were visibly present, allegedly. Now, the denial was part of a broader effort to manipulate public opinion, damage his credibility, and avoid legal accountability, as Jada Pinkett Smith also threatened but never filed a lawsuit against him. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, and let's get those likes up as y'all come on in here. We should have over 1,000 likes in this video. Now, also, Salaam emphasizes that he had a long history with Will Smith, including joint projects and personal ties, to underscore why he had access to private details. Now, he plans to file additional claims against Will Smith himself for related atrocities. Now, extensive searches, basically, you know what I'm saying, there is no other accusers with Will Smith, but this guy's coming out, and he's putting these allegations out on Jada Pinkett Smith helmet. And so Jada Pinkett Smith is all on TMZ now. She's dealing with these allegations. And so, man, I mean, she's in the mix now as far as the allegations is concerned. She's denying them. He's saying it's true. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one right here, man. This one right here gonna turn the streets up right here. Jada Pinkett Smith in this whole situation with this dude named Brother Salaam. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Gone. Hey, I really appreciate you guys.
That was quick. God dang, Jada. There was somebody else talking about Jada. That's 2 years ago. I ain't doing that. That's crazy, man. I think Tisha Tales was saying something about, wait a minute, y'all, hold on. Pause. There it is. I'm getting hungry, man. I'm gonna do one more after this. Jada Pinkett faced bombshell lawsuit.
So Jada Pinkett Smith, guys, is facing a bombshell new lawsuit. We have to get into all of this information. Hey guys, it's Marab Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this. Jada Pinkett Smith is being accused of threatening harm to her husband, Will Smith's former close friend, for revealing details about her personal life in a bombshell new lawsuit. It was filed November 7th, guys, less than a month ago. Bilal Salaam, if you guys remember, he did an interview, I believe, with Tasha K, and her response was, "We are suing." Well, it looks like now she's getting a lawsuit. While in the lobby, Jada Pinkett Smith approached a plaintiff with approximately 7 members of her entourage, became verbally aggressive, and threatened plaintiff by stating that if he continued telling her personal business, he would end up missing or catch a bullet, and demanded he sign an NDA or else. Okay, gangster. Salaam alleges an associate of Jada's then followed him to his car and continued making verbal threats against him. Not Jada, Diddy. In the lawsuit, he claims a retaliatory campaign was later launched against him after he refused to help with crisis management following Will slapping Chris at the Oscars. Salaam claims he refused to perform tasks he believed were illegal, unethical, or morally compromising per the documents. This was a false denial, as plaintiff had already released a viral video showing Will Smith groping Alfonso in front of defendant and her children, who were visibly present, according to the lawsuit. Salaam claims in the lawsuit that Jada's false denial was a deliberate effort to discredit him and implied that his personal statements about Will were inaccurate, delusional, or fabricated, causing severe public ridicule and loss of credibility. More allegations include that he was threatened by a manager on behalf of Jada to work something out and to end this feud before you get physically hurt in regards to a memoir he was planning to release. Sean claims his reputation was destroyed, his health deteriorated, and that he suffered financial loss and emotional trauma as a result of Jada's alleged malicious, intentional, and reckless conduct, per the lawsuit reads. He is seeking, guys, $3 million in damages. $3 million in damages. Now, nobody asked him, guys, to go and do that interview trying to expose Will and Jada, and Will apparently being gay and doing all of this stuff and all stuff. Nobody asked you to do that, because if you're going to sit there and do something like that, Jada's going to come back, Will's going to come back, somebody's going to come back. There's going to be, every reaction has a reaction, basic physics. So for Jada to be acting like Diddy, threatening him by saying that, you know, we can kill you, you will catch a bullet, you will go missing, and then the entourage of Jada's following him around the car and etc. Of course, that isn't the right response, because then you can also catch some kind of lawsuit, because he knows that you have money. If you have money, then you can be easily sued by anybody if you do something due to their perception. That is where there could be an issue. So now she's facing this bombshell lawsuit, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think that he's going to get $3 million. The man is clearly looking for some kind of money or coin or something, which is probably why he even accepted the interview in the first place. But I don't think this is going anywhere. Next caller. Now, Milagro, the blogger, Megan Thee Stallion, they were in court back and forth over the past week and a half in Miami, and it was announced last night that Megan Thee Stallion won the case against Milagro. She secured a major courtroom win where a federal jury found Milagro liable for defamation and harassment tied to AI-generated deepfake content and a prolonged online campaign allegedly connected to Tory Lanez. The reason why she was caught in this mess, Milagro, more so is because of her communication with Tory Lanez above anything else, in my opinion. 75,000 in damages, which isn't a lot in my opinion. I would imagine that she probably thought that she would have gotten a lot, Megan, because she was discussing the fact that she was spending so much money for therapy and that she lost out on so many campaigns and etc. However, Megan has responded today to state that the judge actually hasn't decided on the defamation yet, in terms of the amount, in terms of the money, in terms of what it could be, and that apparently it's going to be far more than 75k, and that we need to read the legal docs, is what Megan is saying today in a new statement. So, you know, she basically has been found guilty for harassment, guilty for defamation. It was a week-long trial. I don't know what you guys make of this. You know, what side you guys are on. The whole internet is split on this conversation. There are a lot of people who are supporters of Milagro, the blogger, but there also are a lot of people who are supporters of Megan and feel like, you know, Milagro was harassing her. I think it's not really the AI content, because the AI content was just something that one was retweeting or, you know, regurgitating on a platform. That is defamation in my opinion. But, you know, being in cahoots with Tory Lanez and speaking to the man isn't going to help your case. That is where you went wrong, in my opinion. In my opinion. And maybe you guys think differently, I don't know, but everybody's so opinionated on this case that I just think it's just very interesting. Now, do you guys remember Abby Lee Miller and how she was facing racist allegations from Nia in Nia's book about how Abby would say to her, "Don't you just wish you had a white girl hair?" And gave her solo Natty in the Jungle, and that, you know, she was apparently raised by monkeys, a lot of crazy stuff. But Abby is responding, and this is what she states. "I have different memories compared to what the girls have. I remember doing a lot of good for them." According to Abby, none of the kids had a contract and weren't required to stay with her dance company. Abby says God let her live her life after a cancer battle, and she plans to live life to the fullest instead of letting Nia's accusations get her down. It is what it is, she tells us. As a matter of fact, right now, Abby's in New York taking in Broadway shows with Todrick Hall. Bottom of the Pyramid is on sale now. Okay. Not Abby saying it is what it is. To be honest with you, that in itself, if that doesn't scream guilty to you, I don't know what does. I definitely believe Abby was guilty of this, and she basically is stating, well, you know, if Nia didn't like my racist antics, she could have gone off somewhere else because she didn't have a contract with me. That's what she's given in this take, which I think is a very poor take. Somebody call Abby's PR to tell her to fix this mess, because I definitely believe, in my opinion, that she is guilty of this and that she said all of this stuff about Nia, and Nia is writing it in her book. But she's stating, well, you know, if Nia was so uncomfortable with what I was saying, and if what I was saying was so problematic, why didn't she leave? She wasn't forced to stay with me. She wasn't forced to have a contract. I've gone through cancer. I'm living my life to the fullest. It is what it is. That is her response, word for word, verbatim. That's basically what the girl was saying, Abby, which isn't the right thing for you to say, Abby. It's not the right thing to say. Oh, Nia being the only black girl in that dance company, of course she's going to be picked on, exaggerated. And, you know, I do remember a scene where they were making fun of her hair in some kind of way and saying that, you know, it wasn't right or done properly, or some kind of wool, or the way that, you know, Abby was describing it in these scenes. And so, you know, just from that being aired, I can imagine all these other unaired conversations are definitely real, and it is a huge expose. And why can't Nia make money from it? Why is Nia seen as desperate, making money from a situation where she was made to feel uncomfortable around a different group of girls that don't look like her? Why can't she make money from it? What's wrong with that? Do you understand? Why can't she go to the bank and cash a check over her pain? Is that not what people sue for anyways? Is that not what financial compensation is for? You know, financial liberation from pain that you've gone through? Why can't she's entitled to do so, in my opinion? I think she's entitled to do so, Nia. Well, like, I think it's fine. So, you know, the book clearly has gained a lot of traction. I don't know if it's selling well. I haven't checked the book sales, but, you know, Abby responding to me is, not to me, Abby responding to this, to me, is very low par. You should have done better in your response. If you've gone through cancer and lived life to the fullest, you should be able to be more remorseful about scenarios or situations where you might have gone wrong. Subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Yes, my eyes are a little swollen, have a little infection. It is very annoying. I'm taking eye drops. I had, you know, so much discharge coming out. It was disgusting. But that is what happens when you have an infection. But my eye drops that I'm taking have stopped the discharge, which I imagine means that, you know, the eye drops are doing what they need to do. Very annoying. I hate when I have an eye issue because, like, you know, I'm on vacation. Like, it's just annoying. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Man, let me get on up out of here, man. Hey, I'm hungry. I'm great. Go get something to eat. Diddy, oh my gracious, man. Jada and all this, man, y'all got too much stuff going on in the music industry and everything. I'm trying to find some real info out. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Shout out to all my enders. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the subscribers, man. 3 more thousand. That's what I want to talk about. 3 more thousand and we be at 500. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.